Hey everybody, this is Sir Bjorn. You're in Sir Bjorn's workshop. At the request of Her Majesty of the West, I have been asked to create a YouTube video, and one thing I really like to do is train people how to make SCA legal broadswords. Now, go ahead and we'll have a warning right here at the beginning. Please do not take up any martial art, including SCA combat, without going to practices and signing all your waivers. Don't try this at home without talking to the experts first, okay? All right, now that we got that out of the way, these are all the ingredients and tools that I use in order to make a standard SCA broadsword. You start with a stick of rattan. I like a little bit bigger than 1.25 inches. The minimum size is 1.25 inches. I like just a little bigger than that. That's what this is, so we're going to be using that today. And then I happen to really like the plastic Balder cup hilts. You can also get the steel ones, and there's lots of different kinds, but the Balder ones are the most popular right now, so we're going to be using that. You're going to need measuring tape, as well as several other tools. I really like to have a standard click knife. You can get these at a lot of discount hardware stores for like a couple dollars. You're also going to need a crummy big knife. It needs to be both crummy and big. You'll see why a little later on in the video. But the one that looks like it would chop meat really well is actually perfect. Having a combination wood rasp, okay, curved on one side, flat on the other. We're going to be using this to shape part of the grip, and the rest of the grip we're actually going to be using a two-handled draw knife. This is probably one of the more expensive tools on the list, but it makes that whole process so much easier. In addition to that, you want to make sure you have a sharpener for both of these two tools. This can get in the grocery store for $5 or $6. Having these kind of clamps, which for some reason are called spreaders, even though what they do is come together. I don't get that either, but having two of them is super useful. You're going to need a measuring caliper. Typically, these at a discount place are about $4. That's about what I paid for this one, but you can spend a lot of money on these if you really want to. You're also going to need a Sharpie, at least one. Don't be without a Sharpie in your shop, I'm serious. Then, you're going to need a grip. Something, now a lot of people like to have bare rattan grip. I think that's nuts. The tennis people solved this problem like 30 or 40 years ago. Let's go ahead and use the tennis grips. Okay, they're really super comfortable. You're also going to need some scraps of blue foam to make the thrusting tip. You don't need more than about 3 discs of this. And then you need about 4 kinds of tape. I want you to start with shipping tape or strapping tape. You can get this at a local hardware store, along with some people really like medical tape for the outside. In addition to that, I use Gorilla Tape for the edging, and the thrusting tape we do up in red gaffer's tape or cloth tape. This is super, super good, and it's just really nice. Okay, I think that's everything. So thanks for showing up. Please stay to the end of the video. There's a little plug that we really want to tell you about at the end, but let's make a broadsword. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is figure out exactly how long of a weapon we're going to make tonight. So this is Eucrates, my squire. Say hi.
Hello.
Yay, and Eucrates has been using this sword for quite some time. He's done really, really well. But you know when your sword needs to be rebuilt when it makes this very special sound. Can you describe that sound for us?
It's a pretty soft crackling.
Yeah, sounds a lot like celery or a bag of potato chips. Your stick should not make noise except when you're hitting people. Anyway, this happens to be 36 inches long. It's really common size. Eucrates here is approximately 6 feet tall and a medium build. If you are taller and or heavier than Eucrates, you might be able to fight with a longer one. If you're